All right, so IBM World Wire, people concerned that, or at least putting out some of the FUD, or at least the false taglines that IBM World Wire is out to be a Ripple killer, RippleNet killer, XRP killer, however you want to phrase it. IBM World Wire and Stronghold somehow, putting up some fierce competition for Ripple. I say it's actually a good thing. It'll actually help speed up the transition of banks away from SWIFT. Now, IBM World Wire may be the Pepsi to Ripple's Coke. Hey, this is Jeff with the HODL Report. Join me on today's video as we discuss the IBM World Wire, XRP, or XRP killer, however you want to put those quotes up there. I don't know. Anyhow, IBM is taking some attention away from Ripple XRP lately. IBM, really, their claim anyways is that they're first to market with a full utility messaging, settlement, and clearance solution. Now, according to IBM, World Wire, again, is the first blockchain. This is a direct quote from an article that was on Forbes. According to IBM, World Wire is the first blockchain network of its kind to integrate payment, messaging, clearing, and settlement on a single unified platform. So is that true? Now we see RippleNet has the full solution, messaging, settlement, clearing, has everything with a full trio between Xcurrent, Xvia, Xrapid, even has additional offerings beyond what we're seeing with World Wire. However, what we can say is that with these 6 banks coming online with IBM, and they did announce this back towards the latter part of 2018 that they were coming out with this solution. Maybe they are really the first to bring banks online with the full clearance solution, with a full settlement solution, utilizing a blockchain, utilizing a digital asset. However, and this is where we really have to put things into perspective. As I just mentioned, it isn't XLM versus XRP. It isn't IBM World Wire versus Ripple or the RippleNet solution. What it is you have 2 strong competitors, 2 strong rivalries, yes, but the focus for both of them, the focus for the community, and what we're actually seeing is a deliberate move away from SWIFT. That's the focus. That's where all of the attention should really be placed. Now, is it a strong competitor to Ripple? Yes, I believe that with IBM, and IBM has a very strong history. IBM has the hardware solution. IBM has been in the space a long time. Getting into the payment space isn't relatively new for them, but with their World Wire, it is new to the blockchain space. Now, Ripple has been at it for quite some time, since 2012, so they've got a 7-year advance on it. IBM is quickly gaining steam, but again, let's put things into perspective and put the focus where the focus really needs to be, and that is the fact that SWIFT is the sole entity that we're going to see business being driven away from. So those companies, those banks, those financial institutions that have adopted Ripple are going to continue building on the RippleNet platform, on the RippleNet solution, with the anticipation within the community that they will also be embracing Xrapid. Now, those banks that are coming online with IBM, hey, that's awesome. Let them come online with IBM. The other part of this, and we've talked about this in previous videos, is that it provides additional integrity to the solution. It provides additional realism to the mainstream adoption of the technology. So when it's just Ripple fighting against Swift, hey, that's great. We have a head-to-head battle. Now with IBM, with World Wire, utilizing Stellar, utilizing XLM, a digital asset, now it shows the world as a whole that this technology is changing. This technology is revolutionary, and this technology is important enough that banks are taking notice and banks are bailing from Swift. Now we have two competitors building in this space. Again, yes, it's a good thing. So I don't believe that it is time well spent in the social media, on YouTube, on Twitter, whatever, what have you, to see the battles within the digital asset, within the blockchain communities fighting against each other, when again the focus needs to be on unseating Swift as the monopoly, as the dominant position in this space, and that's regardless of what they're offering with Swift GPI. So, hey, again, this is Jeff with the HODL Report. If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to give a thumbs up, leave some comments below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, share the channel with others. Also, tune in to the live stream that will be taking place on Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Now, to get back to it, so let's take a quick look at IBM World Wire, and let's see what they're actually offering. So, right away, their statement on their website: 72 countries, 47 currencies, 44 banking endpoints, and more than 1,081 unique currency trading pairs. Now, per IBM, the solution offers a full turnkey solution with messaging, clearing, and settlement. Now, it is built on the Stellar platform. Their claim is that it settles in seconds and is at an extremely low cost. Now, when we saw XLM building up to really fulfill the micro payment space, we see Stellar as a nonprofit organization. And regardless of what your feelings are on Stellar, whether it's centralized, decentralized, whether it's a good investment for long-term speculation, not a good investment for long-term speculation, that's up to each individual's personal opinion. I'm expressing my opinion here when it comes to these two technologies that are fighting in the space. The importance of what Swift, the importance of what RippleNet, the importance of what Stellar with IBM and World Wire are doing as it comes to taking over this dominant position that Swift is holding. Now, again, if we look at this, and we look at what space we're talking about here. Now, there are so many articles, again, I mentioned this, that are focused on it being a Ripple killer, and again, it's a false narrative, and to me, these articles are really aimed at getting clicks, they're aimed at getting readers, they're aimed at getting viewers, but the cross-border payment is so huge that it's counted in the trillions of dollars in transactions daily. If you look, $5 trillion a day are transacted through messaging on the Swift network. You see an additional trillions going through JP Morgan, and on and on and on. It's a billion-dollar profit industry, revenue industry. It's unbelievable. These companies understand the dynamics of what that means. Now, again, the focus here is taking this old technology, Swift, and moving banks away from Swift. Now, think about Swift, a 40-plus-year-old company. It's a conglomerate of banks built to support banks, built to help banks facilitate communication protocol, different communication standards for and protocols for efficiency and security. But again, keep in mind that this SWIFT technology is more than 40 years old. So it's over 40 years ago, and it was relevant at that time. It's no longer relevant as you compare it to new technology that's coming from Ripple with RippleNet, and yes, even IBM's World Wire. These are changing technologies. So you have to acknowledge the fact that the technology that IBM has created is a good technology. Banks are going to adopt it. Banks are adopting it. Banks are using it as we speak right now as they go through implementation. So again, and let's keep putting this back into perspective, because the focus really needs to be on the death spiral of SWIFT and really its own battle to maintain relevance in 2019. And we don't have to worry about World Wire, IBM World Wire disrupting Ripple, because it's not going to happen. You're not going to see a disruption. The space is plenty big for both of them. That so many talk about even a small percentage of what SWIFT does on an annual basis, on a monthly basis, on a daily basis would propel Ripple as a company, would also increase the utility of the XRP token, which vis-a-vis the utility, you would see a bump up in the value of XRP. So really, I believe that the emotions are coming forward for people that are worried that you're going to actually see a disruption of what Ripple is doing, a disruption of that utility of what XRP could potentially become as a global standard within the RippleNet solution used by XRapid. But again, the space is immense when it comes to unseating SWIFT. And I have to keep saying this over and over again just to re-emphasize the point. If there's room for an Android and an iPhone, but look what happened to the old tech. Look what happened to the old standards with Microsoft. When Microsoft tried to step into the battle with Android and iPhone, and it was too late. And Microsoft lost the battle, and they shut down their mobile division because they couldn't compete with Android or with Apple's iPhone. And just as SWIFT is not going to be able to compete with RippleNet or with IBM's World Wire. So hey, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, this is Jeff with the HODL Report. All opinions expressed on this video are my own opinions. I'm not a financial advisor, not providing you any kind of financial investment advice. If you can subscribe to the channel, if you've subscribed already, that's great. Refer it on. That's it. Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Look forward to seeing you then. And look out for my next video. It will be on utilizing and tokenizing real estate. So anyhow, look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Thanks for tuning in.